Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this.
If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and comment and become a member today.
On the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go now? And now it's going to be Ryan Roberts.
The second baseman, Ryan Roberts.
The pitch. In there at the knees, and a new season is officially underway. And the 0-1. That one drilled left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Brooks Robinson.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Next to hit, Brooks Robinson. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Martinez, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball two. And he pumps it a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Kicks and deals.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The wind of the pitch. And that's ball four.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Eddie Murray. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Robinson, the base runner at first with 1 out. And it's even up.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and that one just missed off the outside edge.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And a pitch.
No, that's down.
Here's a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he deals. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
That is it.
So 2 aboard and 2 outs, scoreless game. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way high. Now a screamer into the outfield. Can't get there. Base hit. 1 runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score as well. And they take a 2-run lead.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. In there for strike 1.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
On the ground, Mondesi. Now the throw to first on the run. That ends the frame. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, and today's starter, Mike Messina, a 20-game winner a year ago, Siggy.
And 20 games in this day and age is extremely difficult to reach because of all of the information, all of the analytics that can really pinpoint where a weakness can be. Maybe it's that third time through the order. Maybe it's just a different situation as far as that hitter, what he does after having seen a particular pitcher. There's just so much data that prevents guys from having the opportunity to pitch deep into ball games and to stay in long enough to qualify for a win. So to have accomplished what he accomplished last year, he should be pretty proud of himself.
Left-hand batter waits. Just off the inside edge.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Check swing, and he held up.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-2. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Mullins settles under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with 1 swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Fly ball down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. The 0-2. Got it by him for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here comes the 0-1. Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
Just missed.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The pitch. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Bangs off the wall. Hayes throws to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
With the masses, pop cork, click glasses, serve pass, flirting, gripping, working, man hurting.
Welcome back. New inning getting started. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. There's a strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and comment
Chris,
and
the
become a
players
member
ever change
today.
their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw anything else until he shows you can handle it?
The bot here.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
https://docs.strengents.com.
And the right-hander deals.
0-1.
Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Austin Hayes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Righty to the plate. Right down the chute. And now it's even 1-1. The pitch.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 3-2. Brian Roberts to bat next. And here it comes. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. Messina back to work. And takes low for ball 1. And that should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and that's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
At the plate, Jim Rice. Swings through that one. 0-1. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Runner at second, nobody out. Next pitch off the plate. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fair ball. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. The throw in. And he's in there as a run scores.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And stepping in for Boston, Kevin Youkilis. Ball 1, no strikes. No outs. Runner on second. Next pitch is downstairs. In there at the knees. Man at second. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, the second baseman,
Here's Christian Arroyo. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
Red Sox with a chance to tie it up.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Fought off foul. Rice, the runner at second with 1 away. Called strike right there. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the pitch.
Full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So first and second with one man gone. Here's Reese McGuire. And that's in there for strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. Here comes a pitch. So now 1-2.
He can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting the ground.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Let them know that you the baddest. I ain't never seen the baddest.
Back here in Boston, on to the third inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Brian Roberts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
First offering, and it just misses.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Line drive, caught. Stepping in, Brooks Robinson. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. The pitch. And that one fouled off. And now it's 1-2. The punch out there, 2 gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next for the Orioles, Eddie Murray. Murray measures 6 feet 2 inches, 190 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. That one drifts inside. Check swing. He went. Now 1-2. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ground ball right side. Ortiz takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox 1. As we go to the last of the third. And now Johnny Damon. Messina back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Damon, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 0-2. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Boog, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there, he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
Check on the runner. Damon gets back easily. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Right field down the line, and that one slices foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
0-2 now. Got him! And 1 away. Now here is David Ortiz. This guy with light tower power. Ortiz, a tall first baseman, hitting 3rd in the lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. And the 1-0. There's the strike. Damon leads off first with 1 away. In there. And so now 1-2.
2 strikes.
There goes Damon. Ball outside. Throw to second. Great jump.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Doubled his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's in there. And it's 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball, that's out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox 1. Back here at the ballpark, stepping in, the slugging shortstop Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball 3.
There's a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. Good eye right there. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In the air out towards right center. Youkilis under this one. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there, 0-1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That one ran inside, almost got him. And it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
To the right side. In plenty of time to first, and they get Mullins for the out. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox 1. Back here in Boston, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jim Rice. And a pitch. High in the air, out to right. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
And next for the Red Sox, Kevin Youkilis grounded out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Rice at second with nobody out. That's to third. Robinson zips it to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Christian Arroyo getting ready to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Reese McGuire up next for the Red Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and that is that. One left for the Red Sox. They're down 2-1. Back now at Fenway. Here's Adley Rutschman. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And into the box for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch just misses. That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
The line to kick the pitch. And he chases a high fastball there.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Orioles. Now he breaks his bat. Martinez puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, but they still lead it 2-1. Back inside Fenway Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, and Alberto Mondesi. The pitch. And a strike on the outside edge. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And the 0-2. And the slider just misses.
It's a good take.
2 strikes.
Now fly ball to right center. Mullins settles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in, Johnny Damon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he deals. Just missed. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a pitch. And a good eye there.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. It's Wade Boggs now. Swings, and he breaks his bat down the line, and it's foul. Now the 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
0-2.
Now. Ball 1 there.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Throw over to first, and he dives back in safely. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Stepping in the long ball threat, David Ortiz. And that one is inside ball one. Two outs. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Damon off of first with 2 away. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. That's a strike. First and second, 2 down. Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. And strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Righty delivers. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Sets him down looking. Huge call, 3rd strike against a big bat to end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Brian Roberts.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The pitch. And that's a little bit high.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full counts.
That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Roberts into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Brooks Robinson. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The 0-1. That one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Ortiz tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Robinson retired.
The first baseman, number 33, Eddie Murray.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Eddie Murray. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. In there for strike one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Next pitch misses. 1-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
The 2-2 on the way. And now the count filled up 3-2. Runner on at third, one gone. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runners on the corners with one gone. Cal Ripken Jr., the next to hit for the Orioles. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Tanner Houck up and loosening in the pen. Blyer, the lefty, warming up as well. And now 2-0.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Next pitch is outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
3-0 down. And they're all loaded up.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ryan Mountcastle now at the plate. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Slice the other way and foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
At the belt and fires. In the air out to center. Damon drifts towards it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So digging in, Cedric Mullins. That one is absolutely belted. Damon on the move, heading back some more, and it bangs off the wall. Oh, he throws it away. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just missed out on a home run